Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope everything is fine, fit and fine, right? So, in today's lecture, we will be discussing the reproduction in fungi, which is important for you. And most of you have a problem in learning the sexual and the asexual spores, how the fungi reproduce, vegetatively. All such problem which you are facing will be clear in this lecture. So, watch it till the end and please share the video so that your friends also get the benefit. Okay, so proceeding ahead now, so let us discuss first of all about your vegetative reproduction in fungi. So fungi reproduce vegetatively. Even fungi reproduce asexually as well as sexually, but mostly the fungus reproduce in the method by which the fungi reproduce is asexual. The most favorite is their asexual reproduction by asexual spores. So let us see how the vegetative reproduction takes place in fungi. Number one is fragmentation. You know the term fragments. The body gets divided into, suppose this is a fungi body, and you know that fungi body is made up of hyphae. And the network of hyphae is called mycelium. So this fungi body gets accidentally broken into numerous fragments, and every fragment is capable to produce a new body. That is very easy for you all because you have learned many times how fragmentation occurs. Even the budding, binary fission, sclerotia and rhizomorph is new for you. Let us see that. So first here images, you can see all the images I have drawn for you all. So in the budding, a small bud protrude out. You can see here a small bud is just, let me take a pointer. So this is a bud which is protruding out, and you can see finally the karyokinesis occurs, nucleus divide here, nucleus division occurs, and finally we have two cells. So here you can see the daughter cell is attached to the parent body, right? The daughter cell is attached to the parent body, that is the mother cell. Okay, so in the starting it may attach, but later on this gets detached and live as an individual cell. So budding you will see most probably in a unicellular fungus, and that is yeast. Remember, yeast belongs to Ascomycetes. Yeast में ascospores बनते हैं. Ascospores are your sexual spores. Next is fission. Fission you can see again in the unicellular fungus, and the example here is of yeast only. Yeast also reproduced by binary fission. Here the cell gets divided into two daughter cell. This is a parent cell, it's get divided into two daughter cell. So binary fission it is going on now. Binary means two. At the end we are having two cells. From one cell we have how many cells? Two cells. Then rhizomorph you can see that they are looking like a root, right? Similar to the root like structure, but they are actually the hyphae of the fungi, right? So these loose hyphae, they remain as it is in the unfavorable condition, and when the favorable condition arises, they produce a new fungi, they produce a new organism. Fine. So this is a root like structure which is called rhizomorph. So in higher fungi you can see this type of vegetative reproduction. Next is sclerotia. These dark black color structures are the sclerotia, right? And these are nothing but the hyphae, a compact network of hyphae. The outer hyphae is very hard. It is very hard, right? So these sclerotia, if you touch them, they are very hard structures, and they are actually the hyphae. They when the favorable condition comes, they again they germinate, they form the mycelium, of course they form the fungi. So these sclerotia are compact mass of the hyphae, right? So these are the various method of vegetative reproduction in fungi. Proceeding ahead to the asexual reproduction, zoospores, sporangiospores and conidia are in your syllabus. Fine. Zoospores, conidia and sporangiospores are in your syllabus. Beside this, chlamydospores and euodia, these are also asexual spores. So let us see the number one, zoospores. Zoospores are produced inside a body called a zoosporangium. Sporangium is a body in which spores are produced. Zoospores are your motile spores. They are having a flagella, and they are produced inside a body, that is inside the sporangium, so they are endogenous spores. Even your sporangiospores, right, these are sporangiospores, which are produced inside a body called a sporangium, right? So inside the sporangium, sporangiospores are produced, and these spores are produced inside a sporangium, so these are also your endospores. Fine. Next is chlamydospores. Chlamydospores, as you can see here, these are thick walled resting spores. This is a hyphae, this is a fungal hyphae, and on the hyphae itself you can see numerous spores are produced. These are thick walled chlamydospores, right? Next is oodia. So in oodium you can see the hyphae gets broken down into a spore, right? This is a spore, this is oodia. So hyphae itself gets broken down into a cell. That cell behave like a spore. So next is your conidia, which is also in your syllabus. In conidia, numerous conidia, they can be single or they can be numerous. They are in branch, right? So numerous conidia you can see here, they are produced outside the hyphae, they are produced exogenously. They are exogenous spores. So remember this, zoospores and sporangiospores are endospores, whereas conidia are your exospores. Okay, zoospores you will see in the fungi, which is actually aquatic, like your Saprolegnia. Which is a member of your Phycomycetes class, Phycomycetes, right? Sporangiospores you will see in the fungi Rhizopus and your Muco. These also belongs to the Phycomycetes class itself, right? Conidia you will see in Ascomycetes and even in some members of Deuteromycetes. Alright, so conidia are produced exogenously, zoospores and your spongiospores are produced endogenously. Alright, moving ahead to the sexual reproduction. So fungi also reproduce sexually. They reproduce either by planogametic copulation. See, planospores, aplanospores. Plano means motile. Aplano, non-motile. So in planogametic copulation you can see the spores, either both the spores are motile or male gamete is motile. So when the fungi reproduce sexually, there are three steps. Number one is plasmogamy. Number two is karyogamy. And number three is zygotic meiosis. As I told you earlier also that the fungi body is a haploid body. Of course, so zygote undergo meiosis here, right? Zygote is a diploid structure and it has to produce a haploid body. So what zygote will do? It will do meiosis itself, right? Because meiosis is a reductional division. So here the zygote undergo meiosis, isn't it? So let us see one by one what is planogametic copulation, how the fungi reproduce by gametangial contact, gametangial copulation, spermatization and somatogamy. So we will see one by one. So number one, planogametic copulation. Here you can see both the spores, the male and the female, they come closer to each other and of course they fuses and form a zygote. First step is plasmogamy, then their nucleus fuses, that is karyogamy, and a zygote is formed, isn't it? So first step here is isoplanogametic, because here the spores which are produced, they are morphologically similar in shape and size. In an isoplanogametic copulation, here both the spores are motile, but they are different in size. One is larger and one is smaller. So male gamete is smaller, whereas female is larger. And in oplanogametic type of copulation, what happens? The female gamete is of course non-motile and the male gamete here is motile. Fine. So this is planogametic copulation. Plano means motile spores. Either both the gametes are motile or the male gamete is motile. Now next is gametangial contact. Here there is a contact of the gametangium, male gametangium with that of the female gametangium. They contact each other. The male gametangium is antheridium, whereas the female is oogonium. So both these gametangium come closer to each other. As you can see here, this is antheridium, which form a tube-like structure. This is a fertilization tube, and finally what happens? This plasmogamy and then karyogamy occurs. Nucleus fuses of both male and the female gamete. Fine. So this is how they reproduce, gametangial contact. Fine. The third one is gametangial copulation, where two gametangia fuses with each other and they lose their identity. This you will see in Mucor and Rhizopus, which are the member of Phycomycetes. Remember, Phycomycetes. So there you will see two different strains of hyphae. They come closer, right? This is suppose plus and this is minus, and you know that here the condition is multinucleate. Multinucleate condition, cenocytic hyphae. Fine. Now when they come closer to each other, the cell fuses, and inside the cell, now of course after plasmogamy, karyogamy occurs. Both the nuclei fuses and they form a zygospore like structure. It is similar to the zygote. It is having numerous diploid nucleus. Finally what happens? Zygospores undergo meiosis. This is gametangial copulation. Two gametangia come closer and finally they fuse, they lose their identity and they form a zygospore. So this word is written in your NCERT in Phycomycetes itself. Read it once again. Next is spermatization. In spermatization what happens? In spermatization, the spermatia that is equivalent to the male gamete, it is uninucleate spore-like. This spermatia transfer through various agencies to the receptive hyphae, that is the female gametangium. And female gametangium is called trichogyne. That is a receptive hyphae which is called trichogyne. This you will see in Puccinia, and Puccinia is a member of Basidiomycetes. PUA, Puccinia, Astylago and Agaricus, right? So this is spermatia, these spermatia are released and they reaches to the trichogyne. This is a trichogyne, a receptive hyphae, and here the fusion takes place. Alright, and last one is your somatogamy. In somatogamy what happens, as the name is saying, somato means what? Somatic cells are fused. So two different strains of hyphae, plus and minus, they come closer to each other. So two vegetative cells or somatic cells, they fuses. Okay, fine. And what happens here? Here is plasmogamy occurs, but as I told you, in higher fungi, karyogamy is delayed. So the cell here having two nuclei in one cell, n plus n condition, it is called dikaryon, and the phase is called dikaryon phase. Okay, so this is how the fungi reproduce by sexual, asexual and the vegetative method. Okay, I hope now you are not having any doubt in this. Okay, fine. So let's wind up, and please give your valuable feedback in the chat box. If you have any query, do let me know. Subscribe this channel and please hit the bell icon to get the updates. Thank you and have a very nice day.